Well, here we are again. Week number 3. It's Tuesday. I skipped yesterday, but normally I don't show up on Tuesdays, so it should even itself out. 10 a.m. I gotta figure out where to start and what my plans and goals are for the week. What I don't think I'm gonna mess with is this shock hoop right now. Even though it's not right, I did go buy some tools so I can get the proper measurements on stuff. But, excuse me. I'm thinking I might just be able to come in on the back side of all 3 of those little pieces of tube and cut as close as I can to the frame rail and cut almost to this front part, almost all the way through it. And then that little bit of gap from the blade, or the wheel, sorry, I'm not awake yet. That should be enough just to bend back and weld. And that'll probably make up the difference in the angle. And if it doesn't, well, I can take it a little more with a grinder or something. But I think that's the plan for that. But as of right now, it's fully holding the truck up. And before I do that, I'm gonna make sure I have all the link bars fully installed right and the axle is 100% fully centered, because when I made it, it was centered, but then everything got taken apart and fully welded. So it's not exactly sitting even, everything's just kind of loosely sitting there. So, I mean, that right there could also throw it off a little bit. I never even thought of that when I was building it. Same with, we had it sitting here, but it wasn't sitting level, and that rear tire was on the ground. So the whole truck was crooked. And here I am over here trying to measure and get an angle on what would be my future shock and going off a crooked chassis. I never even crossed my mind. So that was a failure on my part, but I'll learn on that one. I'll remember that one forever. But I think I'm going to work on the body. It's at least maybe try to get the rear mount either done or sitting where it's supposed to go. I mean, it's a little off, I can see. I think we'll mess with that today. Do some grinding, cleanup, and painting, something easy. And I think I'm going to mount the fuel cell. That's simple. I'm tired, trying to get motivation. And it's nice when you can knock out a bunch of little easy stuff. It makes it look like you got a lot more done instead of sitting there all day on one shock hoop you barely get done. So I think that's my plan today. Cleaned up the frame a little bit, got it in primer, inside and out. Just a little at a time on that, because that's very time consuming sitting there with a grinder. Haven't even got the underside. But now I'm messing with the body, just getting it eyeballed. But I have 2 tape measures taped to the body, both sides, same amount or same points on each side of the body. So I'm just now trying to figure out where it's got to be center. One there, and I got one going across on the front as well. So wish me luck here. I don't know if there's a whole lot I can actually do by myself. I can wiggle the cab around on there, but you make one movement, it moves somewhere else. It's heavy, you can't make precise movements. So it's kind of like chunky movements, and it's not really what you want for trying to center a cab on a frame. But I really want to get it on there so I can get it mounted and check that off, because that's both a big thing that needs to be done and something that's realistically not too hard to do. Well, got a little bit done. I can show you in a minute, but the cab is actually sitting where it has to sit. Front clip is sorta slid over. It's almost where it needs to be. The cab has got a bolt through it, so it's officially attached. So that's cool. Got that done today. Bunch of other stuff too. Little things, little stuff. Also been distracted by sick week on the live stream all day. It's been on the TV. This is very distracting, but there are worse distractions out there than the drag racing. There it is. It's hoping the stock body mounts would work, but they're just a little too long. Or sorry, body bolts. Saved all of them. Body bolts, bed bolts, all just too long. But it's attached. Also got all of that cleared out. Getting the frame cleared a little bit at a time. Every day a little more. Grill off, working on core support now. It's close. I'll measure it out later. The cab was the big thing. Thought I did something else, so I guess that might be it. Cab. Oh, I had to measure it out. We got that done. But yeah, I think that's it for the day. I'm gonna mess around with a little bit more, but probably won't film it. And let's come back next day. Try it out again. See what we get done. Well, got the tire off. Gonna attempt to rebead this. Yeah, I don't want to put a tube in. Tube adds weight, they're heavy. I have no point in having it in there, adding weight. Pretty sure it's this side that's leaking. Actually, I know it is. It's leaking real bad. So we're gonna break the bead down, reseal this side, and then rebead it up, and hopefully it holds. These other ones hold for a little while. Like that back one will hold indefinitely. That one goes slow, and this one goes slow. But I ain't too worried about them. But I think I'm gonna get in there and do some more cleanup. Finish off my night that way. A lot to go. It's all gotta get done. So a little bit here and there, it'll all add up. But that'll be it for me tonight. Back tomorrow. Well, here it is Friday. Can't remember where I left off at on Wednesday. So we'll just start here. Wheel and tire off. Break the bead down on the inside. Try to reseal it. Stop it from leaking. Cleaned up the frame. Got a little bit of it in primer. Just doing a little bit at a time. That way it all adds up. What else? Body is fully lined up, measured out, sitting where it needs to sit. And one body bolt in. So it is technically bolted on. Gotta get the core support centered up exactly. Yeah, it's a little off. And maybe probably work on mounts for that today. That way it's attached. I'm gonna finish putting a few more in the cab. Not sure if I'll do the front ones or not, but I'll at least get 2 more in the rear. That way it's not gonna slide or go anywhere. Plus I got wooden blocks up in there. So that's not gonna slide anywhere. And then today, I got a Facebook Marketplace score. Nice little aluminum radiator, little 3-core. I'm into China cheapy, but they're like $260 new. I got it for $180, and it still had about 30 minutes of use out of it on a dune truck. I just had to see it up in there. Probably not, actually no way in hell I'm on it right now. Got other stuff I gotta do, but yeah. This will probably be one of the last videos I do of this truck for quite a while. It's gotta go out of the shop today. Other stuff's gotta come and get worked on, so probably won't see this thing again until snow melts and it gets warm out. So what's that, middle of April probably. So at least 2 months away. Kind of sucks, but yeah, that's how it goes. I don't got nowhere to work on it. And then Brandon should be leaving too. Tomorrow. Maybe Sunday, I don't know, but that'll be coming out of here. So yeah, this will probably be the last video on the trucks for a little while. So this one and the other Samurai will probably be in the mud. You'll probably see them next before we get back into shop videos. But yep, I guess I'll work on that stuff. I don't know if I'll do another update or not. Probably when this leaves, there'll be another video shop, but that won't be till tomorrow.
seat. Just gotta let that cool down. It'll work right there.
You sure it won't? Because I'm clear here, and it was pretty tight last time. It just barely.
Is this fucker gonna keep rolling right into that?
Yes, it's gonna. Could get really interesting. We'll see. Back out into the mess of the mud. They don't even turn. Forgot to put the hood on it, damn it. Damn it, forgot to put the hood back on it.
It looks better this time around.
Yeah. It rolls now at least.
There are no axles in the rear?
Yes and no. They're in there, but they're not bolted in. Well, one side is. Now remember, there's nothing to stop it from rolling this time.
Keep recorded then. It'll be a good one.
Ends up in that pond. That's good. I gotta get the hood on it. Man, it'd be nice to be able to pick up the body with it and just set it.
Hey, do that first.
A little bit of remnants of Joe.
Then you take that heavy one. You have to pick up the.
I don't see this working.
Grab that leather.
Of course, it's going in backwards.
That's the golf cart.
I'm out of room here.
All right.
I think it's a smart idea to get this on before the tires. Of course.
Brand new. I just bought it yesterday.
That band's about had it. Is it? Actually, it's pretty straight. Oh, maybe not. Whoopsie. I'm a pro at that. I've done that a few times. Yeah, if it ain't worse, you always fix it with a grinder, but I think that'll be fine. Looks better than last time. Looking like something finally. Not too bad. I doubt this will go small enough, but we're gonna try.
Didn't want this thing to charge, did you?
Concentration.
Must be power there.
fire now.
Pointing at about one.
Yeah, it's gotta be a voltage thing, because it fired right up, no issue then. Yeah, we gotta come back a little bit. So you're saying don't do it by myself? I'm just gonna aim and pray.
Now I know how wide mine is. Doesn't look that wide, but I got a full body.
I had somebody tell me this truck was narrow too. I was like, yeah, just wait till I put the other tires back on.
Definitely.
I got excited when fucking flat footed and ended up right upside down. Okay, you know that right now.
You ever have the same rights as the windshield closed down? Whole framing and everything? My one, with the tail axle, that's one.
Looks better.
Guess that works too. Actually, I don't look too bad from.
Shut that door. And once I take that window out, I can see ish.
Go up a little bit?
See my head. Yeah, I can see your head right there. Once the hood's on, I won't be able to.
No. Ain't worse. Any worse than any other mega truck though.
I can see. It's really not that bad.
See him in there.